Hey everyone, it's Enryu, currently a 1000 plus LP Nilah player in NA, and in this video I'll be playing Nilah on my Master MMR account. So the lane matchup is Nilah Janna versus Jhin Nami. I started Doran Shield because they are double ranged and I don't have an engaged support. In fact, Janna is kind of the opposite of what Nilah wants in a support. She literally pushes people out of Nilah R. But basically what I'm doing to stay healthy in lane is staying max range away from the enemy and only walking up when the minions are low. Our Janna overextends here, but keep in mind that when the enemy are focusing your support, it is always a good opportunity to trade back HP or even something more. Right here is the perfect example because Nami is in kill range because she walks up too far to hit our Janna, and we have 2 dashes, so it's just an easy kill. It's unfortunate we don't get Jhin's flash, but it's good enough. We shove the wave out and back. We're gonna go Gale Force this game because Jhin and Nami are really easy targets with the extra dash and execute. We see our jungler spam pinging here, but I'm disgustingly greedy, so I always take the cannon minions before rotating to the fight. You'll notice that one thing about my skirmishing is I always try to angle myself to hit the most targets with my ultimates, hence this is why I dashed into the Nami to get onto the Jhin. As we are coming out of base after the fight, we see Viego is trying to invade, so I immediately rotate into our jungle to help our jungler. We end up killing Viego for free. There are many opportunities in the lane where you can cheese the enemy unsuspectingly, not just with Nilah, but any champions with any type of CC. I end up mistiming my E ability, so we didn't kill Jhin, but we did get Nami flash. We attempt to cheese again, and this time we get teleported on, so I flash out of the Jhin ult ASAP.
It's time to stop!
Janna dies, but our Jax also teleports, so we got 2 kills back. As laning phase ends and we enter the mid game, we always want to make sure that we can farm up and continue to scale no matter what lane we are going to. If your mid laner is a champion that has teleport and can side lane, bot lane should rotate mid so the dual lane is able to access the entire map for objectives and fights. However, if your mid laner is something like an Orianna or Syndra, you probably want her to stay mid so she doesn't get picked off easily. So right here, our Aso gets stove randomly under Tao, which is crazy to me because I feel like he should just live if he stuns Yone with his ult. But we're just farming mid here, and when we see the enemy rotating down, we try to take a fight since we know that their Yone should be in base. We win this small skirmish, and this is our first step back into the game. I've been building Shield Bowl over Collector recently because it's really hard to snowball as Nilah in the Enchanter meta, and Shield Bowl just offers better survival combined with our runes. Here we trade Baron for 4th Dragon, which is actually very insane for us because normally we would not be able to contest this on blue team with how strong the enemy are. If you didn't know, it's naturally harder for the bottom left team to fight Drakes and harder for the top right team to fight Barons just because of how the map is shaped. Here we are just thinking we should just finish the Drake, but the enemy rotate and fight us, so we come fight and help our Jax. The fight is kind of even and we stop them from getting so, which is good for us. The enemy team still have Baron after all, so I juggle between two lanes to wave clear while my team makes plays in the bot lane. Unfortunate that my jungle mid kind of run it down a little bit, over chasing the enemy. And I buy LDR here because it could be our last stand in the base. Luckily, we were able to defend. Right now, I just want to clear the super minion waves as fast as possible while keeping an eye out for what the enemies could do right now to end the game. This could mean that they are setting up vision near dragon and bush cheesing us, so we have to be careful. I see Jax fighting Viego, so I think that we should rotate over to help him. Finding Kennen is a bit surprising here, and I really shouldn't have ulted like this, but I already clicked it the moment he used Zarya, so it was a waste. I walk mid immediately after we get 2 picks to push out the lane because it's really bad to have waves pushing into your base when you want to be elsewhere on the map. Losing one fight means you could lose the game. But as I'm pushing the waves back out, we see our teammates getting caught, so we rotate. We end up winning the fight, and I see Kennen TPing in the corner of my eye, so I kept that in mind when I blue trinket here. And then we catch out the Viego that was trying to steal the dragon. Honestly, most games as Nilah, it is very good to just scale and play not to die, as you can see from this game. We maximize our farming and minimize our deaths, and even in Master Tier Elo, the enemies are constantly giving opportunities for us to come back into the game. So just make sure not to tilt, and most games are winnable as long as you keep these points in mind. We get the Baron here and the enemy into a few more deaths, and at this point their tempo is completely gone, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were flaming each other for throwing the game. Pretty much what we need to do now is just to stabilize and don't take any more risks, and the game will win itself naturally. Right here I buy death stands because I don't really lack damage anymore, and it's important I don't get one shot by some random fight. Viego gets caught again here. And since we still have Baron and the big Aurelion sold, we can just run it down mid and the enemy shouldn't be able to fight us 4v5. We end up acing them here, and I really don't know why my Hecarim ran it down, but we can just end without him anyways. Always remember to focus the inhib and towers, but at the same time I want to chunk down the Viego just so he can't defend at full health, and make some kind of miracle happen. Since the next person spawning is in 20 seconds, we have enough time to take down the entire base after we kill Viego. And this is just one example of how you can play to win as Nilah, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below if you'd like to see more videos like this or if you want something else. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.